That pattern you keep running, it's not about last Tuesday, or that one moment when you fucked up. It's about the story that you've been rehearsing for decades. And here's the kicker. Stories, they aren't carved in stone. They're like Google Docs. You can go in, hit edit, delete the shit parts, add better chapters, and rewrite the ending. And don't you already do this in tiny ways? Think about when you were a kid, 5 years old. Let's say you drew a scribble. Then you'd grab another crayon, fix it, make a tree, then a house, then a monster. That's editing reality. You already know how to rewrite. You just forgot that grown-ups can still play with crayons, except now the crayons are beliefs, behaviours, and the meaning that you attach to shit. Imagine your mind as a playlist. For decades, you'd one depressing, out-of-tune song on repeat. Editing the story, it's like swapping the track, remixing it, and even hitting shuffle. Same device, different vibe. Or think of it like a video game. You've been grinding the same boring quest over and over, wondering why you're not leveling up. You can choose a new mission, same avatar, different story arc. Ever cleaned your room? Same four walls. But when you rearrange the furniture, suddenly, it feels like a whole new space. Your story works the same way. Now here's the science, neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires itself when you tell a new story. New neural pathways, new connections. You've been rehearsing fear. Great. You've built a superhighway of fear. But if you rehearse courage, confidence, boldness, those synapses strengthen instead. Biology backs this up. It's not magic, it's wiring. A farmer keeps sowing seed in rocky ground, then curses God when nothing grows. The problem isn't the seeds. It's where he's throwing them. Same with you. Stop planting your energy in shitty soil, old stories, fears, people's opinions, and start cultivating a new field. A blacksmith doesn't blame the hammer if the sword is weak. He keeps heating, folding, reforging until the blade is strong. Same with your identity. You don't get stuck with the first draft. You forge yourself with repetition and pressure. Karma here isn't mystical woo. It's cause and effect. You keep feeding the old wolf the limiting story, and guess what? You get a fat, lazy wolf. Feed the new wolf empowering beliefs. That one grows strong and leads the pack. Why does it matter? You value freedom, right? You hate being boxed in, trapped in old patterns, told who you are by someone else's script. You want control, self-respect, meaning, good. Editing your story gives you exactly that. Because the story is the fucking operating system. Change the code, the whole system runs differently. If you don't, you get stuck rehearsing the same play forever. Imagine going to a theatre and they only ever perform Romeo and Juliet. You get bored as hell. That's your life when you don't edit the story. Same old tragedy over and over. So why are you so afraid? Let's be real, you're afraid to edit the story because you fear people's rejection. What if they don't like the new you? What if you're judged? But here's the science of social dynamics. People don't actually give a shit as much as you think. They're rehearsing their own story on loop, worrying about themselves. And the irony, the second you step into your rewritten, powerful story, your unconscious gives others permission to do the same. Confusion plays a role too. The brain hates uncertainty, but confusion is actually the gateway. When your brain goes, wait, what? It drops defences. That's the crack where the new stories slide in. So confusion isn't the enemy, it's the edit button. The patterns that trap you. Perfectionism. Trying to get the story right the first time instead of editing. Victimhood. acting like you're just a character, not the author. Over-attachment, clutching to an old chapter, like it's the whole book. Fear of rejection, editing the story for an audience instead of your soul. If you start editing your new story now, in 1 month, you'll notice energy return because you're no longer carrying dead chapters. In 6 months, your relationship shift. People will treat you like the new story you embody. In 1 year, you won't even recognize the old script. You'll look back like, who the fuck was that guy? If you don't, 1 year, same loop, same pain, deeper ruts in the brain. 5 years, resentment builds. 10 years, regret so heavy, it feels like wearing cement shoes. And as you think about this now, you might already notice where you've edited stories in the past, and how naturally it happened, and how easily you can edit this one too. Because truth is, you're already the author. You just forgot to use the pen. So maybe you'll start catching the old patterns tomorrow, or maybe tonight, or maybe right now you'll realize, holy shit, I don't have to run that story anymore. I can play a new role. I can flip the script. And when you do, notice how good it feels to rewrite your own narrative. Look, life is going to pass whether you edit the story or not. But only a fool keeps reading the same bad chapter out loud, expecting the ending to change. Be the person who grabs the pen, rips out the page, and writes something worth living. Because remember, the pattern isn't about a single moment. It's about the story that you've been rehearsing for decades. And stories can be edited.